Seer must once more enter into a world he does not quite understand. The GG situation. I pray this morn finds you well, Tomea, or at least better than it finds me. It seems I have no choice but to seek out that inspector and convince him to surrender up his mammoth to me. 'Twas unearthed under most suspicious circumstances, after all, and who could say what secrets or heresy it might hold? Therefore the Inquisition would conduct a thorough inspection, and if needs must, destroy it. No, don't destroy Gigi. He's so innocent. Given his affinity for the contraption, I fear that the inspector may not be amenable to my request. Nevertheless, he must be made to see that it is in the interest of public safety. Would you be willing to help me persuade him? Not in approval? Fury be praised, at least you have seen reason. Let us pray he will as well. I am given to understand that while the inspector and his assistant may have been wandering all over the city with the mammoth in tow, they often frequent the gazebo next to Fort Tom's Manor. With any luck, they will be there now. Aye, Gigi. To the very pinnacle of the heavens. Isn't she adorable? Very shall we scour all creation, from the deepest pit of the seven hells to the very pinnacle of the heavens, for the answers we seek. Every day shall be filled with grand adventures, the stuff of fairy tales and legends. Huzzah! Grand adventure in the deepest pit of the... A grand adventure in the deepest pit of the seven hells. Just so. Such is the creed of Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire. Flex. He's posing too, that's so cute. Well posed, Gigi, well posed. I dare say you have the potential to be an exemplary inspector someday. Hello. Alright, that's enough of that. By virtue of authority vested in me by the Supreme Sacred Tribunal of Hellenic Inquisitory Doctrine. Say that 10 times fast. I hereby command you to surrender that mammoth of suspected heretical origin into my custody. Why hello there, Tomea. Inspector Sis, ever the jester, accusing poor Gigi of being a clockwork heretic when it is plain to see that he is merely a precious young lad. Now, there you go again, confusing the poor girl, as if those big, beautiful, boxy eyes aren't the soul of femininity. Nashu, please, were you not witness to the magnificent display of Mandravillian masculinity mere moments ago? That's because you haven't taught her any better. She needs a proper role model to show her what's what. Nashu, stop misgendering the mammoth, please. Ugh. Mm-hmm. Ugh. Mr. Saquios, Inspector Seer, what is all the commotion? We could hear you from the courtyard. Oh, sorry, Count. Ah, Lord Edmond, my sincerest apologies for the disturbance. I am come to seize this mammoth on behalf of the Inquisition, a fact which I clearly explained to the Inspector before you arrived. At which point they set to bickering about the contraption's gender. What say you, my lord? Do you think Gigi is a boy or a girl? Really, it shouldn't matter. 'Tis clearly a strapping young lad, no? Fury, take me, not you too. Has this whole world gone mad? It's a Hildibrand questline, of course it has. Fine, fine, but even supposing that this Gigi is a real boy, you cannot deny that the circumstances of its discovery and miraculous resuscitation were most unusual. Can't be suffered to roam the city with impunity until the Inquisition has determined that he is not a threat. I beg your pardon. Miraculous resuscitation? Yeah. And I see, then, till such time as Gigi recovers his memory. Mayhap it would be best if you adopted him as ward of House Manderville. I will even stand as witness here and now if you wish. I like that we're getting more cutscenes with Count Edmond, where we're not doing like serious MSQ related like Dragon Song War type stuff. Not you. Adopt? Then that would make me Gigi's father? Doubtless the Inquisition would think better of taking any action which might threaten the cordial relationship between our two houses. Yes, of course, I'll do it. I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, do hereby grant this child the patronage of House Mandeville. Yay! Papa Hildy, Papa Hildy. This is so cute and wholesome. I like this. It is so cute. The inspector's finally become a father. It's so beautiful. Quite. You may need no longer fear the Inquisition, for you are free to show Gigi more of our fair city. Indeed, I strongly encourage you to do so. Mayhap by the grace of the Fury, something will jog his memory. Thank you, Lord Edmond. I shall not forget this kindness. Come, my faithful assistant, my beloved son. We must away. Oh, Helone, I would not presume to question your grand design, but confound it all. Well, mayhap I cannot detain the mammoth, but I am still within my rights to observe the blasted thing. Lord Guybert will be pleased to hear that his son is as hale and hearty as ever. Not that I would ever presume to meddle on another father's behalf, and certainly not without consent. Alright, follow Gigi. How long must I stand around waiting for that mammoth to do something passably heretical? Judging by the size of the estate, they're well to rival our House Mandeville. Cool, look at all them halberds. I never seen such a well-armed building before. Huh. That's kind of cool. I like the architectural design of that. That's pretty neat. I never really took the time to like look around. Come now, Gigi. Surely gazing upon this wondrous work of Ishgardian architecture stirs something within your soul. This grand matter of House Durand, Mel Tempersart. Don't worry, that's how I pronounce it too. Pray do not fill the mammoth's head with such nonsense. That is the supreme sacred tribunal of Hellenic inquisitory doctrine. I should know, I work there. Furthermore, I'm quite certain that there is no House Duran Male Tempsart, and that is a rather lucratus portmanteau of the four high houses, including the esteemed house which but recently stood as witness to your adoption. Well, Gigi, do you remember anything? Nothing. I say, rather than parading him before the grandeurs, why not give him a taste of something more Bergiac? Let us make our way to the holy stables that he might bask in the singular sights, sounds, smells of Ishgard's famous chocobos. Okay. Patience, patience. A watched heretic never sins. Such noble creatures, chocobos. How many halcyon days did I pass in the saddle, racing across the windswept plains? Huh. So if I wanted hair that color, I'd have to eat plums, valfruits, and pineapples. But how many? Nashu, you're not a chocobo. Splendid specimens of horse-bird flesh, would you not agree? In the hands of a skilled jockey, any one of them could take place at the saucer. Those chocobos are the pride of Ishgardian cavalry, and any temple knight who dared exploit them for personal gain would never answer to the Fury herself. How about now, Gigi? Do you remember anything about Ishgard? Be sure to sniff the chocobos. It might help. It didn't. You know, just because you found him in a Kurthan snowbank doesn't mean he hails from Ishgard. Which is why we ought to be taking him to the markets and exposing him to all manner of goods from across Eorzea. Excellent suggestion, Inquisitor. Wait, am I now complicit in this farce? Fury, forgive me. Don't worry, so am I, brah. So am I. Just smile and nod. But I want one. I want one. Buy me a chocobo. Please, father. I am not your father. Now please leave me alone. Hello? Father, that strange-looking thing is staring at us. Gigi. I told you I'm not your father. Oh no. No. You're not. Am I that strange looking? No, don't give me feels like this, please. Aw, that's heartbreaking. In this game, the poor black mage also has to deal with that. Oh no, I don't like that. Receive your orders, detain your heretic, meet your quota. Fury, take me. It used to be so simple. Frightening on occasion, I grant you. Well, with my mentor's little episodes, but simple nonetheless. What if I picked one with my eyes closed and gave it a name day gift for myself? Oh, I wonder what I'd get me. Wait, what? What if I picked one with my eyes closed and gave it as a name day gift to myself? I wonder what I don't think that's how it works. These goods would fetch a price in Ul'dah. High price in Ul'dah. Why bother? It's no use. Now, Gigi, you must not give in to despair so easily. Did I not promise you your days filled with grand adventures and the eventual discovery of your mislaid memories? Spirits, Gigi. Spirits. Aww. Uh-oh. Oh no. My word, a vase flung to the ground with reckless abandon. Could this be the opening salvo of an indiscriminate campaign of vandalism? It was you... Never mind. One waged by your wild gesticulations, perhaps. At least look before you strike a pose. The gods only know how much that vase cost. 123,504,000 gil at last assessment. It was over 700 years old and graced the homes of a dozen archbishops, 8 counts, 2 lord commanders, and 1 duke. I'm actually questioning the legitimacy of this, just because why would you have that vase like out in, like right in front of your merchant shop? Like if it's like 700, never mind. I'm thinking too much about this. It's a good screenshot. 100 million gil? I'm gonna craft so many chandeliers on the market board just to make up that much. Oh, Heloni, why have you forsaken me? GG. Oh. All better. Wow, would you look at that? He looks so proud of himself, as if he did that. It's a miracle. Nay, the divine intervention of the Fury herself. Did I do that? Yes, you did, Urkel. GG, my boy, that was marvelous. You are a born artisan, just like father. Papa Hildy's papa? Your grandpapa, Godbert, the man who woke you with a few gentle taps to his noggin. You wouldn't believe what else he could do with that hammer of his. Why, some folks say he wields the very powers of life and death. Once he and the missus came back from their tour of Western Highlands, I'm sure they'd love to see that trick of yours. Do not demean this mammoth's power as a mere parlor trick. We just witnessed a miracle, and I demand that you all acknowledge it. This mammoth. Sir, I say sir, 100 million gil for the mammoth. Nay, 100 million gil, and the Duke's priceless vase. My word, is that what passes for trade in Ishgard? Gigi is my flesh and blood. I will not sell him at any price. Please, Papa Hildy, no more. I know you mean well, but we can deny the truth no longer. I am a mammoth. Gigi, whatever has gone into you, you are my son. You are a Mandeville man. Listen to your papa, Gigi. You're a Mandeville. Nashu, stop misgendering. Gigi. Stop, both of you. You're not my papa or my mama. I'm getting feels. Oh, children do say the most hurtful things. The unmistakable scent of, well, perhaps not heresy exactly. Regardless, his mammoth's power cannot be allowed to fall into the wrong hands. Well, it is only to be expected. Gigi is at a rebellious age. Strange as it may sound, I too tested my parents' patience. And that on more than one occasion. But if they could weather the storm, then so can I. I say we find out what got him thinking he's a mammoth. But he is a mammoth. How can... Never mind. Smile and nod. Smile and nod. Measure of a mammoth. Hildibrand knows in his heart that love transcends dimensions of time and space, definitions of man and machine. The course of fatherhood never did run smooth, but I, Hildibrand, guardian of Gigi, doting parent extraordinaire, shall find a way to overcome this trial and be reconciled with my beloved son. That's a spirit. Solving a simple case of childhood rebellion should be easy for a man who's unmasked thieves, defeated duelists, and led armies of the undead. Yes, that's all very... Wait, what was that about the Actually, don't tell me. For now, all that matters is finding the mammoth. We should begin by speaking with the sentry stationed at the city gates and the airship landing. If Fury help us, he has left Ishgard. We need to know about it sooner rather than later. I will visit the Ark of the Worthy, while the inspector and his assistant head to the airship landing. You can question the guard at the gate near the manufactory. After which we will regroup there, and share our findings. Dismissed. Alright. Right there. Little fella with a white-brimmed hat. I came through here, brought passage on a supply ship bound for Falcon's Nest. One of them was named Lalafels. One of them was named Lalafels, right? Furry little buggers. Seem keen to be anywhere but here. Alright. Well, if Gigi left the city, it was not by the main gates. And the sentries at the airship landing have seen no one matching his description. He's in Falcon's Nest. Falcon's Nest? Fury, take me. Must we return to that freezing pit of despair? Wherever Gigi goes, I will follow him and find him and embrace him as my son once more. However, I surmise from our final destination lies far beyond the walls of said outpost. Indeed, there is but one reason he would return to those frozen wastes. To frolic in the snow and cast his worries to the winds. Really? He seems in no mood to frolic when I last saw him. As I recall, he used his arcane powers to mend a vase, only to become morose and belligerent when it became clear to him that he was in fact a mammoth. One might even say he remembered what he was, remembered his purpose, and so he returned to Western Kurthus, the famous breeding ground for heresy, when we first found him. Home to his heretic masters, to share with them the intelligence he has gathered on the city. At long last, the undeniable, the unquestionable, the unmistakable scent of heresy. What are we standing around for? We have a heretic to catch. Nashu? Inspector, I'm starting to think that Inquisitor Seer might not think very highly of our little... Nashu, stop it. It is possible, but I would not presume to know his feelings ere he voiced them explicitly. He just did. He literally just did like 10 seconds ago. Until such time as he does, we should endeavor to stop using big words, surreptitiously bring him around to the opinion that Gigi is a boy of pure heart and good intent. Subtlety in all things, Nashu. That is the Mandeville way. Alright, time to dress up again. I would know those tiny footprints anywhere. Gigi came this way. Aw, even her footprints are adorable. They almost look like they were made by one of those clockwork minions. Oh, Nashu. Dumb as rocks. The tracks continue to the north. Aha, I knew it. The mammoth immediately left the outpost and looks to have headed north along the river. By the Fury, I cannot wait to finally catch him in the company of heretics. I don't much like your tone, Inquisitor. If our baby girl ran afoul of any heretics, she'd look them square in the eye and tell them she doesn't want any. Hey, Inspector, I think I just had one of those moments, you know, of, insight. Maybe Gigi came out here to find Lord Godbert. I did tell her grandpapa might like to see that trick of hers. Brilliant deduction, Nashu. He may be eager to meet his grandparents. The selfsame ones he renounced when he declared you were not his father? Aha, what a fine young gentleman, eager to explore his heritage. Let us make haste, my friends, for a reunion of 3 generations of Mandeville's beckons. I really can't be bothered. Sorry, pal, but I liked Briardian better. Like, sure, Briardian was like a stick in the mud. This guy's just getting on my nerves. Like with all the heretic stuff. Oh dear. That's what the? Pow, right in the kisser. I can just imagine Julian's snowball throws probably pack more of a punch than a regular human. Like, if you get hit with one of those from any one of these two, like, you would just be reincarnated into the next life. Careful, my dear, that one was a bit below the belt. But I like that both of them are having fun. That's really cute. That is really adorable. Come now, you have to do better than that. That's so cute. Oh, Gigi. The mammoth lies motionless in the snow, fragments of ice stuck to his cap, suggesting the impact of something small and round traveling at high speed. Oh dear. He got hit with, yeah, it's like I said, he got hit with one of the snowballs. Ugh, my head, who? Oh, it's you followed me. Oh, Gigi, if you wanted to have a snowball fight with your grandparents, you should have said so earlier. Papa Hildy was very worried, though he is glad to see that you were unharmed. It would seem you were struck by a snowball, much like these Steinbocks. These dead Steinbocks. Are you sure he isn't damaged? As if a mere blow to the head could fall our Gigi. We Mandevilles are made of sterner stuff. I myself have been driven headfirst into the earth on no fewer than 24 occasions, several times by moms above, and my mind is no less brilliant for the experience. I expect the earth was no less brilliant from the experience either. Why are you nodding? Oh, he's behind me, isn't he? I have to. What good fortune to cross paths with you lot, so far from civilization. Forgive me for not taking notice earlier. I was engrossed in my duel with Julian, but how rude of me. Would you care to join us? Grandpapa Godbert. Mama Nashu said you wield the powers of life and death. I beg you, Grandpa Godbert, grant me life. Oh, make me a real boy. This is literally Pinocchio. Are you sure about this, son? It might sting a little. I will endure whatever I must to become a real boy. Is Godbert that powerful? Oh dear. Then let us begin. This body, it's everything I ever wanted. It's perfect. Thank you, Grandpa Godward. Thank you. Oh, but I had not even begun to begin. I have not even begun to begin. Guide my hammer. Alright, raise it into the air. Yes. Wait, did he do it? Oh, what the... What the... Wow. Papa Hildy, I'm a Manderville man. Gigi, my son, come to your father. Let me have a look at you. I am so uncomfortable. Papa Hildy. Gigi. I did not expect this. It's a full-on Rogadin body. Oh, what? I don't have any words. I am speechless. Manjavilman. We want a Manjavilkan. Now let's bring back some memories. Papa Hildy? Oh dear, who could have done such a thing? By the Fury, it's just like the vase all over again. Miraculously restored to its original form. Gigi, my boy, upon further consideration, I believe that this body may suit you best. It is, how shall I put this, more manageable. And so much more adorable. But how can I ever be accepted as your son if I remain a mammoth? Is that what's been troubling you all this time? Why didn't you just say so? Flex. A Mangeville is more than mere flesh and bone. He is vigor, compassion, honor, a gentleman for all seasons. Be you man or machine, it makes no difference. If they call you a mammoth, you look them in the eye and say, "Nay, I am a Mandeville mammoth." Flex. That's right. Mother, father, forgive me for not consulting with you earlier, but circumstances forced my hand. I have formally adopted Gigi as my son and ward of House Mandeville. Ye gods! I knew he was fond of the mammoth. But did you hear that, woman? Our son's gone and got himself a son. Grandpa Godbird, Grandpa Godbirds. Huh, it all makes sense now. Grandpapa Godbert and Grandmama Julian. I've been waiting years to hear those words. Grandpapa Godbert, Grandmama Julian. Few things in this life are grander than becoming a grandparent, as they say. Ha ha ha. What does Mom think? Oh, what's she doing? Oh boy, she's pissed. And what's so bloody grand about it? Uh-oh. Yeah. I may not be made grandmother to a bloody buggering mammoth. It's past time I beat some sense into my beloved boy. She is pissed and on a mission. Like, that is terrifying. Fury, take me. I heard the tales of dark nights before, but no, it couldn't be. I think it was something far worse. Heretical. Like as not, but I rules be damned. I'm not risking my life to find out. Hold on, I'm gonna read this very quick. Okay, yeah, she's not on board with the whole mammoth thing. They're mad, utterly mad, this whole damn lot of them. How their house could rise to prominence, I will never understand. Well, at least the mammoth seems to overcome this existential crisis. Oh, before today, I didn't even know a mammoth could even have an existential crisis. You'd be surprised. Wait, what am I saying? It's a mammoth. Why should I care what it claims to think or feel? Ah, Fury, take me. Their idiocy is infectious. I mustn't allow myself to fall prey to it. Follow procedure, report to your superior. One step at a time, one step at a time. Uh-oh. Are these the Inquisitors? Right then, my superiors have been informed of the mammoth's adoption by House Manderville, as witnessed by House Porton, proceeded to take me my task for my gross mishandling of the situation. They remain convinced that the mammoth is the product of heretical machinations, and have commanded me to redouble my efforts to prove this incontrollable fact. That may prove problematic, however, as Gigi seems to have forsaking his quest to recover his memories and throw himself fully into his new life as a Manderville Mammoth, casting about for any hint of cause alongside his doting father. In any event, though, I do not share my superior's conviction. I think it's safe to say that there is something exceedingly unusual about that mammoth. You saw with your own eyes how effortlessly it restored that vase and itself to its original form. Reconstructed magics are not particularly rare, but his are unlike as any I have ever seen before. Okay, another one down. Oh dear. I like the Cowboy Bebop-esque credits.